I'm starting my summer cut, so here's everything I would get at Costco for a few weeks, get lean without going broke.
Today, I'll be showing you why I get what I get, and at the end of the video, I'll bring everything home and break it down into protein, carbs, and fat, and give you the total price for an overview of my entire shredding diet.
I hope you don't have commitment issues because everything here lasts for 3 months minimum, unlike your last relationship. But the good thing is buying in bulk is what makes everything so cheap. Because although you have to buy a lot at once, each individual item is gonna be a lot cheaper than what you pay for at the grocery store, which is why I'm shopping for a minimum of 2 weeks. And today's haul is focused on single ingredient, whole healthy foods with some other diet hack type of items in there. But Costco actually does a really good job with sourcing high quality foods, but they do have some junk in the middle of the store. So we're shopping all around the perimeter today so that we don't buy any of that junk. You see what I'm doing here? I'm shopping with a list because I'm not gonna let Costco convince me I need 3 TVs, 10 gallons of toothpaste, and a family-sized jar of M&Ms because that's how you destroy your budget and your diet. And remember, if it's not in the house, you won't eat it. Now let's start with the good old meats. 93, 93, 93, 93. Excuse me, do y'all carry the 93.7 beef?
7?
Yeah. No.
In the freezer section, I think there's 91.9.
Okay. Whew. Just went on a wild goose chase to find this, but now I have my lean ground beef right here. Normally I go with the 93.7, but all Costco has right now is the 91.9. It's pretty much the same when you cook it down. You don't have to worry about it, but I'm going with lean ground beef as my main protein source because it's actually super nutrient dense. Chicken is gonna give you the protein, but beef is gonna give you the protein and then also a bunch of vitamins and minerals in there. So I choose to do beef. If you do have the calories for a little bit of extra fat, I would totally say go with beef. 91.9 beef going in the cart. All right, now every bodybuilder's favorite protein source, we have chicken breast right here for $2.99 a pound. I'm actually not getting this right now because I get all of my chicken from my meal prep sponsor, but it's $3 a pound. If you're really balling on a budget, you can just go ham with the chicken and get all your protein in. All right, over to the next protein source in my diet, we have salmon. And although salmon is a little bit fattier of a protein source, it does have a bunch of omega-3s, which are really good fats to keep in your diet. But again, we're balling on a budget, so we're going with the farm raised. It still does provide all of the same benefits as the other stuff. It just might not be as natural and as good for you, but farm raised salmon, Atlantic salmon, going in the cart. Another Costco specialty protein item that I'm actually not getting right now, but is really good if you're lazy. It's these grass-fed sliced sirloin strips. It's $12.59 a pound and it is 5 grams of fat for 19 grams of protein, and it's already cooked for you. You literally just throw it in a pan to heat it up. So if you're super lazy and you still want high quality protein, go with this, but I already have a bunch at home and I have a bunch more protein to get, so we're not gonna get this right now. Another Costco specialty right here is this big old meat stick. I don't know anything about big old meat sticks, but this is 10 pounds of 90-10 ground beef, and this is so good if you're balling on a budget. You really can't beat this. It's $4.89 a pound, so I'm not gonna get this, but definitely something you should get. Dude, that looks beautiful. Right here, we got 12 heads of romaine lettuce, but with romaine lettuce, it's not gonna provide a bunch of nutritional value. What's so good about it is it adds so much volume to your meals for literally no calories at all. That's why green vegetables like this are your best friend when you're cutting. I add this to my chicken and rice, my beef and rice, absolutely perfect. I'm the biggest romaine lettuce fiend, and that's why we're getting 12 for 2 weeks. But something you don't wanna get calorically and for your budget is a salad mix like this. When they're pre-made, they have a bunch of junky dressing, and it's literally $4.69. It's way more expensive, and you're getting like absolutely no volume. This will last you 1 meal, where those will literally last you 12 meals. So go and cut your own lettuce. Don't be lazy, because that's how you save money in the long run, and that's how you stay on budget. Now over to avocados. These are a fantastic fat source, and you do want a lot of fats in your cutting diet, because especially when you're natural, you want to make sure your hormones are feeling good, your joints are feeling good, and this is a fantastic natural source of fat. I spread them on toast, I spread them on rice cakes, put a little bit of seasoning on top of it, or you could add it to a salad. The options are endless. These are the big boys. Normally I go with the mini ones, but this is all Costco got. They're $10.59, so it's about $1 and a little bit per avocado, but this is what we're going with right here. Good healthy source of fats, because you need fats in your cutting diet. Don't cut them completely out. I normally don't make blanket statements like this, but potatoes are the best carb source for cutting because they are the most satiating food per calorie of any food. So I said carb source when you're cutting, it's gonna keep you full for a really long time. And the best part about it, this is a 10-pound bag of potatoes for $5.29. That's absolutely wild. Throw these in the air fryer, spray a little bit of oil on them, and you have a absolutely delicious meal. It reminds you of fries. It's about 90% or 85% as good as fries. You really can't beat it for the calories and for the satiation. 10 pounds of potatoes going in the cart. Oh, I need to sit down. So many people around. Glorious thing about Costco, I can just do this. 5 minutes. See you guys in a second. Now, if you're really balling on a budget and you're lazy, or you want a nice little at-home date, maybe you got a lady, maybe you got a man, you got a rotisserie chicken right here, an entire rotisserie chicken already prepared for you for $4.99. You really can't beat that. Obviously, you're getting a little bit more fat in there because it has the skin, it has the dark meat, but really, you can't beat this if you're going out of your way to get something convenient. It's fresh, it's nice. Rotisserie chicken, everyone. All right, I'm now walking by all the pre-prepared meals right here, and this all has protein in it, but it does have a lot of added fat. And again, you're paying for the convenience. This is $4.99 right here. And remember, with the romaine lettuce, we got 12 heads of it for pretty much that price. So we're not gonna do this. We're balling on a budget, and we're also trying to cut. So all the added fat and calories that this is gonna have to make it taste extra good, we don't need. So we're not going with any of this. Now, one of my favorite cutting snacks, little things here and there, we have pickle spears. These are Grillo's pickles. They're my favorite of all time. It's literally 5 calories in between meals. Throw them in, get a little something in your stomach so you don't go overeat a bunch of other junk. It's ginormous. I think it's like $6 or $7. Can't really beat that. You're trying to get me to buy the junk. I can't give in to the samples because then I want to buy it. That's your job, right? Yeah.
That's the whole purpose.
No, so what we're doing like a budget-friendly fat loss grocery haul for people that are looking to diet. I can't give in.
This is a good product.
Oh, start the marketing.
It's
Okay.
made with olive oil now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, these are 7 seeds in that.
Wow. Hey, you're selling it. You're selling it. I'm okay for right now. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, when I
Costco, you're doing something to me. You're tickling the pickle a little bit because I don't know how you are getting such cheap eggs. These are organic pasture-raised eggs for $4 per dozen, which is absolutely absurd, especially with the egg and the chicken shortage, whatever's going on in the world right now. And I go with the pasture-raised eggs, A, because I think they taste so much better. The yolks are so much more orange and they generally just taste better. But B, because they're also so much more rich in vitamins and minerals, more so than the other eggs. But if you are on the budget, the other eggs are fine. They're a few cents cheaper per dozen, but personally, I'm going with these for those 2 reasons. My milk of choice, we're going with almond milk, and some people are like, why don't you do regular milk? That's more protein. This is low in calorie. I like the way it tastes. Vanilla, unsweetened almond milk. I put it in my Ninja Creamies. You could put it in your coffee. It's a lot lower calorie. We're trying to save calories on the cut. And if you like the regular milk, get the regular milk and figure out how to make it fit in your calories. But I go with the almond milk because I like it. All right, another one of my staple protein sources in my diet is Greek yogurt. This is amazing for a bunch of different reasons. A, because it's very high in protein and normally pretty low in sugar, but also because it's really good for gut health, and gut health is so important. You want to make sure everything's digested nicely so that everything's running through. You're using the nutrients that you are putting into your body. But this is literally 100 calories and 18 grams of protein. But I don't love the organic plain Greek yogurt. I like a little something with flavor, so I'm going to get something instead. What I am going to do instead is these flavored Greek yogurt cups. This is the Oikos 000. It's literally 90 calories and 15 grams of protein per cup, and they taste so much better than the other stuff. You can get the plain Greek yogurt if you want and mix some protein powder in, but I like these better. They taste really good. I'm getting 18 of these for $12.89, so it's less than $1 a cup, and it's gonna last me more than 2 weeks because it's 18 of them, 1 a day. That's how math works. We're going with the Greek yogurt cups for all the other reasons I listed earlier. We just made a ginormous discovery. You see this? This is 1.5 gallons of Silk organic unsweetened vanilla almond milk. We're walking through the aisle right here. What does Costco have? Unsweetened organic vanilla almond milk. But guess what? This is $7.69 instead of the other $10 or whatever. That's how you shop on the budget. Store brand right here. I didn't think they had it. In the fridge section, they didn't have it. What do they got here? They got exactly what I'm looking for, baby. And this one is 30 calories. That one's 40 calories. Buy the store brand, people. That's how you save your money. Name brand. They're just trying to milk you from your pockets. They're trying to almond milk you from your pockets. Store brand. I can do an entire workout with this thing, but for some people, this is gonna be super controversial. For other people with half of a brain cell, they're gonna be like, yeah, Casey, you're right. We got 36 cans of diet soda, and why I drink diet soda when some people are gonna be like, well, it's so much worse for you than regular soda. That's wrong. You have been lied to, and everyone goes to the artificial sweeteners, but the amount of artificial sweetener that you would have to drink in diet sodas is literally like over 80 a day for it to make any sort of health outcome difference. If you drink that much regular soda, you would literally get diabetes. So if you want a diet soda with a meal, in between meals, to cure a sweet tooth for 0 calories, it's totally fine. Go for it. Diet soda is awesome on a diet. One of my favorite sweet treats while I'm cutting, and you might laugh at me, it's frozen blueberries, but I actually have the frozen Bloomington recipe. Throw a little bit of protein powder on them, 1 crank of salt, and you have a delicious snack. And these are so good because it has a bunch of fiber. Yes, it does have sugar in it, but I get frozen blueberries for 2 different reasons. One, because they're picked and then they're frozen when they're ripe and they're in the best condition, but also because when they're frozen, they're so much harder to eat. You can't just jam as many down in your face as you can, and I like the texture better. It's something about snacking on them, and they take longer to eat, so it's better. Frozen blueberries are definitely a go-to, along with any other fruit and vegetables. Costco has a bunch of the pre-made protein shakes right here, but as I have said before, you are paying for the convenience of it being in individual bottles and being super easy to grab and go. So I'm actually gonna show you my favorite protein at home that tastes better than any of these, and it's a lot cheaper per serving, so I'll show you guys when we get home. Future Casey here, and this is the protein I was talking about, my favorite protein of all time, Rise Loaded Protein, and I got great news for you. We're doing a budget-friendly haul. You can save 15% when you use code Casey on Rise Subs, and if you like any of the clothes I'm wearing in this video, you can also use code Casey on Young LA to save 15% as well. Go get yourself some, support the channel, and save some money. Love you guys. Back to the haul. It is now on to the freezer section speedrun, a segment where I show you all of the best freezer items that are going to fit your macros for you lazy people in the comments. And Costco actually has a bunch of really good items that are whole healthy foods. A lot of grocery stores don't, so let's get right into it. Just Bare and Real Good chicken tenders, great fried chicken options that are super low calorie. Pre-prepared wild caught Atlantic salmon breakfast sandwiches. We have Jimmy Dean egg white delights and these turkey sausage egg witches right here. Both great options if you're on the go. Fire roasted veggies and cauliflower rice, great way to add extra volume to your meals. Those are just a few of the items. Again, I said Costco has so many of them, but remember, you are paying for convenience when it's frozen and you can just throw it in the microwave or throw it in the oven. So if you're trying to stay on budget, stay away from them, make your own food. But now back to the regularly scheduled programming. Back in the warm section, we got some organic almond butter right here, and I like this stuff from Costco so much because what is it? It's literally just organic roasted almonds. You don't have all the other emulsifying oils in there. But again, you have to be conscious with how much you're using because it's 210 calories for 2 tablespoons, but this is another great source of fat that we want to keep in our diet for our hormone and our joint health. We're going with almond butter. On to another carb source. We have a ginormous bag of rolled oats right here, and some people are gonna come at me in the comments, that's what horses eat. They spray those with pesticides. You don't want those, buddy. Guess what? We're going with quick oats right here because they have a bunch of fiber in them, and fiber is your friend when you're cutting. Have them for breakfast with some protein, with some almond butter. Like I said, it's gonna keep you full for the entire day. Oats are great. It's a bodybuilder's best friend. Everyone knows bodybuilders eat oats for breakfast. Don't be scared. Now on to one of my main carb sources year round. We have a 25-pound bag of rice for $20, extremely cheap. I don't really need to talk about rice because you know exactly what rice is, but it's less than $1 per pound, which is crazy. And this will probably last me 6 months. So if you don't like jasmine rice or you haven't tried it, you're missing out. Wait, do you guys hear that? I think I hear something. Is that the Costco guys? Whew, we made it. Let's get to the truck. All the goods are now gotten. They're in the truck and I'm about to head home to break down the protein, carbs, fats, and the total price. But before I get home, let me know down in the comments off the top of your head. Don't be doing all these calculations here. Just tell me how much you think this entire haul costs based on what I showed in the video. Let me know down in the comments. I'll be liking all the comments. I'll be responding to you guys. So take your best guess and let me know. I now have everything home and it's time to break it down so you can see an overview of my entire diet. Starting off with protein, this is the pre-prep chicken that I was talking about earlier from Hummus Fit. Of course, you can use code Casey on that. But the things we got from Costco, I have 5 pounds of 91.9 lean ground beef right here. It's not grass-fed, but that's okay. I have 2 dozen pasture-raised eggs. I have 2.5 pounds of Atlantic salmon, and I have 18 cups of Greek yogurt. Now on to carbs to fuel our bodies and fuel our workouts. No, you should not be scared of carbs when you're cutting. You should use them around your workout to fuel your workouts, get a great pump, and feel amazing in the gym. Starting off with 3 pounds of organic frozen blueberries. I also have 10 pounds of rolled oats right here. I have 10 pounds of potatoes and a ginormous, ridiculously sized 25-pound bag of jasmine rice. Whoa! Slap that thing. Onto the fats for natural hormone and joint health. I have 6 ginormous avocados right here. I also have the almond butter that we got at the store, and I also have some natural peanut butter that I already had here, as well as the protein sources that have a bunch of fat in them, like the salmon, the eggs, and the ground beef. For miscellaneous items, I kept it super simple. I have 12 heads of romaine lettuce, 1 ginormous tub of Grillo's pickles, 1.5 gallons of almond milk. I also have the sauces that I was talking about at home. I have my Texas Pete hot sauce. I also like the G. Hughes sugar-free sauces, although they're not very budget friendly. And then I also have 36 cans of Diet Pepsi. And the grand total for the entire Costco haul for a minimum of 2 weeks came out to, drum roll please, $173.65, which is $86.83 per week, which absolutely blows my mind and just goes to show you, you can shop on a budget while you're cutting, while you're trying to build muscle. You just have to know what to get and where to shop and buy in bulk. If you guys enjoyed this video and learned anything from it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will catch you guys in the next YouTube video. Peace.